How you doing? This is another installment of the SNL podcast. I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. Basically, what I want to talk about in this one is the upcoming episodes of Saturday Night Live. October 6th, the host is Daniel Craig, musical guest Muse. I already talked about that. On October 13th, Christina Applegate returns to host with musical guest Passion Pit. The first time Christina Applegate hosted, it was like in 93, I think, 92, 93, something like that. Back when Married with Children was really booming. And, now she's all grown up, and it'd be a good way to see, we've already seen her mature as an actress. So, I want to see what kind of, skits she'd do this time around. She's hosting to really promote Up All Night with Maya Rudolph and Will Arnett. I'm glad Maya Rudolph got the host first out of the three. Because I think it'd be kind of disrespectful to have one of them hosts, and we've all been waiting on Maya. so it was good to see Maya Rudolph host, and now Christina Applegate this season, and maybe next season Will Arnett. I'm thinking because of the breakup with Amy Poehler, I'm thinking that might I think that he's going to kind of wait to host himself. But it seems like the show is. I haven't really seen too much of the show, but it seems like it's mostly about Maya and Christina anyway. And even though it's called Up All Night, it's not even really about. I mean, from what I've seen, it's not even really about the baby keeping them up. It should be called Ava, if anything. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Christina Applegate, hosted, and she's also going to be in the Ron Burgundy, the Anchorman 2 movie, which is, I'm looking forward to seeing that. She did her thing in the first one, so, and Christina Applegate, we already know she's a good comedic actress from what we've seen her in. So, I'm looking forward to seeing her host. On October 20th, Bruno Mars is going to be the host and musical guest. I don't really get that because in the past, when they've had like the host, be the host and musical guest, it kind of made sense because there were people that kind of when the first time they were a musical guest, they might have appeared in a few skits or something like that, or there's somebody that's acting in a movie. They're acting in movies now. I ain't heard anything about Bruno Mars acting or anything. I'm going to look that up now. And last time he was a musical guest, he wasn't in any skits that I can remember. I don't think he was. So yeah, Bruno, and he's not a music legend. I mean, at least not yet. Maybe one day, a decade from now, he might have some legendary type records. But I like what he does as a singer. But host and musical guest. Who are you? Shoot, I could think of way more musical guests that should be acting in some skits, or there should be a host that should do double duty, aside from Bruno Mars. And all the other ones, they kind of made sense to host. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm not knocking it because he may surprise me. I remember the first time Justin Timberlake, the first time they said he was going to host, my expectations were real low. Now I wish he was in the cast. I light up every time Justin Timberlake shows up. But yeah, Bruno Mars, that's an odd choice for host and musical guest. But still, he may do his thing. Well, either way, I just want to touch on that. Keep checking back for more updates. Again, this is some guy named Jay, and this is the SNL podcast. Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.